personality. It takes a special guy to deal with me. I already know that. I've had a talk with myself. Because I know self. I be tripping, you know what I'm saying? But I cook, I clean, I take care of home and everything. But I have a strong personality, and guys seem to think I'm too much like a guy.
As a single mom,
Yeah.
I got this shit.
Yeah.
I got it. I ain't calling her dad. You can.
Yeah, listen, bitch.
I'll die starving on the road before I call her dad.
Facts.
So I'm like,
Facts.
you know what?
Facts.
I'm
Straight
all
up.
the
That's
way
the dumbest
up
shit
here.
ever.
Say it again.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, JD, and I'm here with my co-host.
The one and only S.Banks.
Okay. And today, what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today? The title of this podcast is You Have to Be Superman to Handle a Certain Kind of Woman.
Superman, yeah? That
Clark
sort
Kent.
of Superman.
Yeah, ripping the shirt and the S on the chest.
Okay.
And I think, look, we have two videos for you today. We're going to give you some context because we can make the jokes and be facetious or whatever, right? But it's about getting the conversation started. And sometimes you say, what we say, some people get triggered,
Mm-hmm.
but
That's true.
it's not personal.
No.
It's about us bringing awareness and getting the conversation started. Remember, it's just a conversation. Here's clip number 1.
As a single mom,
Yeah.
I got this shit.
Yeah.
I got it. I ain't calling her dad. You can.
Yeah, you listen,
I'll
bitch.
die starving on the road before I call her dad.
Facts.
So I'm like,
Facts.
you know what?
Facts,
I'm
straight up.
all the
That's
way
the dumbest
up
shit
here.
ever.
Say it again.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
Hey Jay, let her rock out for a little bit. We could digest that. We could digest that later. Let her rock out. Go ahead, finish the story.
Okay.
Finish the story.
I'ma die on the side of the road before I call your dad to help.
Because I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
it's
why.
kind of wild, but go ahead.
That was the end of that clip, right? That was powerful. That was powerful. And there's a lot to unpack. As a female, where do you stand on that? I don't know if you want to answer that question what I just asked you, or do you have your first point? But it's powerful, man. You'd rather die than ask for help.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm just as, what's the word? Can't think of the word.
Shocked, maybe?
No, I was more thinking of something else. But you see how the man's face was in that video,
Yeah.
in the clip? That's how I felt as well. Because it's like, what? Are you being serious? You'd rather die. That's a very strong statement to say. You'd rather die than to ask the person you opened your legs to,
Yeah.
give your womb to, had a baby for. You'd rather die than ask them for
You'd
help.
assume, based on what her saying that, a woman saying that this dude must be whooping her ass. All kind of madness, all kind of bad things are going on. You'd assume that, right?
Yeah, you
Now, I've listened to all of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
She actually speaks good of the baby father.
Exactly.
We'll tag the podcast for you to listen to the whole thing for yourself, right? So I don't want people to think, oh, you're just saying what you're saying based on that little segment.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've listened to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The baby father, in turn, was actually a good guy,
Yeah.
supportive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stray from the point. Is single motherhood a form of failure? Because you've got women, they've got a good job, got their body type, they're on point, good friends. But then if you have a child out of wedlock and you're a single mother, is that not a loss though?
It is. It's a loss
Put
for
in the comments
yourself.
if you can answer that, but put in the comments if you agree with that or you disagree with that. I'm gonna say, based on from men looking at a female, that's a loss. You're not winning because the man didn't stay around.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. I will touch on that further, but what do you want to add?
First of all, I'd like to add, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And my view is, like, you'd rather, you know,
Be blunt. You come like you're trying to find the words to
sometimes
sugarcoat. Wait,
I wouldn't
remember, it's a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So this is some of our opinions, and add in the comments if you disagree with some of the stuff we say. Some people might think, you know what, that sounds just about right. But the point is to get the conversation started.
Look, when you're okay, how could being a single mother be beneficial, be good, be where's the positives in being a single mother? First of all, the guy didn't stay with you. He left. So then you've lost your protection, all the P's, you've lost all of them, right?
4 P's, yeah.
And then also to your child, they have lost that also. Whether they're a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter.
I don't need no man. That's what we hear all the time.
We do. And yes, you do need a man. Okay, let's wait a couple more years and ask you the same question if you don't need a man.
Well, when a child is unruly and you can't control him or her, and now you need daddy's help. And you also said one thing that stood out to me as well. You said the man leaves. No, the woman leaves. 80% of the time, she leaves because I'm unhappy, because she believes the grass is greener.
When I said the man leaves, I was in the moment of saying that, I was saying it in the sense of he's had enough of her sort of thing. It's like, I can't deal with her. I'm gone. Just do your thing. I'm going somewhere else to get a better woman, a better situation. So yeah, that's why I said that. But yes, majority of women do leave their relationships, just like women that get married. You get married, you stay married for about 2 years, divorce. Why?
Is this a black thing?
Yeah. The stats show you that.
So black women are the least to get married, but the quickest to get divorced.
How does that even make sense? You're the least married.
Well, make it make sense. I don't know.
So if you're lucky enough to get married in this 2022.
No, they believe the man is lucky enough to marry them. I'm saying this based on, I know what I'm talking about. So I have to highlight things. I'm going to do it. Where you at with it?
Look, just stop all of that silliness. Look, okay. I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to change it slightly. Do whatever you want, because at the end of the day, it's your life. I can't tell people, oh, don't do this and don't do that. At the end of the day, it's up to you. It's your life. It's not mine. So my advice would be to, if you're in a relationship, to stick in that relationship. If you're married, to stick within that marriage.
What happens?
Why would you get married to get divorced?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. Now, sometimes women are in a certain relationship with a certain kind of man. Because just like women could be chameleons, you got waste man out there too.
Yep, definitely.
And they do what they need to do in order to secure the woman. But then after time, you realize, yeah, idiot. That's the truth. So they was the male chameleon. You got some dudes that are not leaders.
Yep.
They're weak. I don't even like to use the term waste man, but they're bummy dudes, right? And they think a woman should automatically drop her drawers and do all the things a woman's supposed to do for a man for them when you don't qualify for that.
I will also say on that, you see when some women say cook and clean for who sort of thing. Well, if you're hollering at those sort of guys, those bummy guys, you know, those waste man sort of guys that ain't really good for anything, it's kind of like, what's the point in you? To be blunt, but what is the point? I do get when women say certain things, but what I also say to those women is make better choices in the men that you have.
So they're a bad apple picker.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
You're a bad apple picker.
You chose.
Yes.
And you chose wrong.
You chose wrong.
And then they put their heels in, even when they was wrong.
Don't do that. That's where you get stuck. Yeah, so I'll just say make better choices. That way you have less problems.
Fair enough.
Things will work out better for you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So children that come from single parent households where the mother is the primary carer, they fare far more worse than kids that come from two parent households or children that come from single parent households where the father is the primary carer. This is facts. For example, when a woman is raising a young boy, she doesn't know how to raise him and turn him into a man.
Yeah.
This may trigger some of you, but it's the truth. When the child gets to, if the father's not around, he automatically, from a certain point, thinks that he's supposed to be the man of the house.
Yeah.
Even if daddy's around, right? When he gets to about 13, 14, he starts to, mommy's authority, nah.
Yeah. It's where the age where they stop listening to the mothers.
Because masculine energy pushes back. So he ain't gonna listen to mommy no more. But what mommy does is try to beat him, slap him, whatever she does, because she thinks that's the way I'm gonna teach him how to be a man. I'm gonna walk with him to school, and he goes, "Mommy, I'm cool, man. I want to go to school by myself, man." But if daddy was there, it's different. Sometimes mothers don't get this.
No.
So they think, "Oh, I can do bad all by myself. I don't need no man." But you're not realizing, undisciplined boys become undisciplined men.
Yep, very true.
And those undisciplined men, when they're undisciplined, what happens to them is this: A&E, hospital,
yep, prison,
dead, or prison. Now, children that come from single parent households, these are things that happen. Plus, from a financial perspective, women that are single mothers tend to be broke, but they don't have no money. They struggle. This is facts. This is not me bashing or whatever. This is facts. So why do women, and I'm going to say particularly black women, why do you walk around with a badge of honor saying, "I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. I'd rather die on the street"?
First of all, why would you want to do it by yourself? Second of all, when it
It's
comes
a badge of honor.
it's not a badge of honor. Why would you want to do it by yourself? Why are you glad and happy to say, "Yeah, see, I done it all by myself"? No, I would rather say I done it all with my man or my child's father if you're not together or whatever, but you had some form of help. That way your child fares better in life. When it comes to finances, 2 incomes is better than 1. Whoever said that 1 income is better than 2? Like, let's make it make sense. It's always best to have a mother and a father raising that child. And if you have grandparents that's around helping you, that's even better. If you have a community around you, close friends,
when you say community,
family,
say communita, because that's what we have. We have a communita. We don't have a community.
No,
we have a community.
That's been lost, yeah.
Okay, there's the biology, which has changed, culture, which has changed, the environment is messed up.
That's true.
So, in your opinion, what do you think are some of the reasons to why we have our women walking around out of wedlock, having children, saying, "I don't need no man. I'm not going to cook for no man unless he's my husband," yada, yada, yada. What's with all of that?
The second black women took on the white women issues,
What's that then?
is where I feel
The isms.
problems started. So if we was once the most married at 80%, what's happened since then? So what was it? Generation
let's say silent. Let's say it start from the silent generation and baby boomers.
Yes. So the silent generation was married at 80%, I believe, and then the baby boomers was a bit less, but it wasn't too bad. So after that, Generation X, I believe, is where full blown
the baby boomers lied and messed up those Generation X children. That's why you got
Around
the millennials
feminism times.
today that act this way. So you think feminism caused that?
I think that is a very high percentage of when everything's just turned to SHIT.
Okay. Looking at my notes, and it segues into this, right? Where do we learn this behavior from? And you say, funny enough, you say feminism, and I agree. I believe feminism and I believe capitalism. But I'm going to touch on the feminism part for a second. Feminism started in 1848, right? Slavery ended in 1835. Don't quote me. These are just some quick Google searches, right? Slavery ended in UK 1835. Slavery ended in the USA 1865. So the point I'm trying to make is this. I'll say this to say this, right? If we were married at a high rate of almost 80%, if not more, right? The problems that we taken on were white women problems. So when these people were coming out of slavery, those white women were probably thinking, hey, we've helped you to do X, Y, Z to those slaves, yada, 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 right? And you try not want to break us off our bread because we wasn't even classed as humans. They saw us as animals. So then when you look at feminism, hold up. This is a white woman struggle. And this is based on stats. Do you follow what I'm going? Or I don't know. Or do I need to reel that off again for you?
Maybe for some people, they may not understand.
So my point is this. If feminism started in 1848 and even up into the 1960s, when, let's just say the latest is America, slavery ended in 1865, even up to 1960s and 40s, whatever, we were still battling, drinking at certain fountains. We wasn't allowed to vote. So, you know what I mean? Certain things wasn't for us, right?
Yeah.
How does feminism play a part in the black community? That sounds like white people problems to me. I had some of these links to what I'm talking about so you can get some context in where I'm going with this. But I'm just saying white supremacy ain't nothing compared to what feminism has done to the black community. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
It's got our women saying, I'm going to walk away. I got my degree.
Yep.
I'm the ish.
Don't need you no more.
I don't need no man. And when they introduce benefits,
Yep.
and
you out.
you kick out your man, get these benefits, degrees, blah, blah, blah. That's when we got women saying, oh, I don't need no man. I'd rather die on the street. I'd rather have my kids struggle than to ask for help.
And on that note, let's talk about bad mothers. Mothers who don't care about their children's needs. So, just like you said, she quoted, I would rather die on the side of the road than ask my baby father for help. Which we know is a lie because we've watched the rest of that video. But you would rather do that, and like you said, the child is suffering too, not just you. You'd rather die on the side of the road. So where's the child at? Did you give the child to their father? Or are they with you, sitting next to you on the side of that road? So then how much do you actually care about your child then? Do you put their needs first?
Okay. I hear you, I agree. But let me provide a little bit of context, right? So she says she'd rather die on the street than ask for help. When I listened to the rest of that podcast, she said that she got into a fight with a 12-year-old daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously maybe there's turmoil, there's situations, whatever, in their family, in their household, right? I hear it, I get it, no one's perfect, right? I'm not bashing her, it's conversation. But then from that situation, she got into a fight with her daughter. She called the father. The father calmed her down, spoke, was very cool, did what he's supposed to do. She never spoke bad of the guy.
Yeah.
So then what's with the whole animosity towards men and why she would think that she'll die on the street? I'm confused in that.
But there you go. If you have your daughter's number even to where it's free and you're able to call him at any time and say, look, this is what's going on with your daughter in this situation. Me and your daughter had a fight, a physical fight. It isn't good for whatever reason why that happened with them. But he calmed her down, settled the situation, spoke to his daughter, asked what's going on. Everything is smoothed out, right? But then in that same sentence, how are you then saying, I would rather die on the side of the road? So you're making out like he's some waste man and doesn't help you or your child. Because why would you say that?
When that weren't the case.
People that women that say stuff like that, their baby fathers ain't actually around. They're not helping them. In her situation, some of them. I'm not. Yeah, some women lie, but I'm saying in her situation, you do get that help. She stated that her daughter's father and her daughter have a great relationship. So then it's almost like you're lying on him.
I'm not even gonna get into all of that. Anyways, we're gonna tag that clip so you can watch it. You can get the depth of the conversation. So we provide the context so you see where we're going with this, right? Again, it's a conversation. This is my thoughts based on that. It wasn't targeted at this woman. I'm just giving little snippets of some of my thoughts in regards to that. It is what it is. In saying that, you heard us say about you have to be a Superman, Clark Kent, to handle a certain kind of woman.
Yep.
We're going to play that clip for you now so you understand. Here's the context. Without further delay, here's clip number 2.
A strong personality. It takes a special guy to deal with me. I already know that. I've had a talk with myself because I know self. I be tripping, you know what I'm saying? But I cook, I clean, I take care of home and everything. But I have a strong personality, and guys seem to think I'm too much like a guy.
It's gonna take a strong man to handle a strong woman like me. Anyone with a slight bit of discernment knows that this really translates as it takes a strong man to handle my lack of femininity, to handle my overbearing personality, to handle my need to be in control, and to handle my incessant disrespect.
See, a lot of men are men, they're little boys, and they can't deal with my personality because I'm too much of a, hey, I say I got balls too, mine's just at the top. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I'm too more man than you, that's a fucking problem. See this?
Like them thugs, Mo. I don't know why.
Your daddy was a thug. I just need a man who can handle a woman like me.
I think...
So many red flags.
Listening to that, like she said, she's more man than a man. You're a woman. You might be masculine. It don't make you more man than the dude.
Well, you're not a man, so I can be more of a man than the actual man.
Let me ask this question.
You have your balls, so your balls is your breast.
Probably. So they feel anyway.
Wow.
Because in I feel means in the alternate reality. And this means all logic goes out the window when a woman says that.
Lily.
Now, a question I want to ask is this. When a woman or those women in general, say those things you heard in those clips, do they think they sound cute? Do they think it's a turn on?
I don't know what runs through their head, honestly, because I am not a guy, and hearing that is that okay, I'm not going to look at it in a way a man would like that because I'm not a man, but it just sounds weird.
But as a female,
to me,
do you look at that and say, that's someone I want to be? Yes.
No.
She's the one. I want to be like her.
No, not at all. I'm far from it. I'm a female, so then I'm going to be feminine. I'm not a male. So when she's saying things like, where is it? I need a special type of guy to deal with me. Why do you need a special type of guy? Oh, because you're too masculine.
Do you think Superman could handle that kind of woman?
Superman wouldn't want to handle that.
I'm glad you said that. So she said, men that can't handle her are boys. Let me translate that.
Face deep.
No, lower caliber. No, she's right. Men that are still boys, low vibrational, low caliber men will tolerate bad behavior from chicks like this. Guys, men that got his marbles all good, his screws tight. A woman like this, he's running fast. Tasmanian devil, roadrunner. He's out of there. Why would he accept bad behavior from women like this? Look, women can use their sign language all they like. Why would a man that is firing on all cylinders, why would he accept bad behavior from a chick like this?
I don't know why he would want to do that. I think it's like, sorry ladies, but it's a waste of time because we are feminine. We're supposed to be feminine because we're
supposed
females.
To be.
Yes, we're
but
supposed to be.
She openly admitted she was masculine.
Yes,
and
but
she's more man than a man.
Yes, I can't even find it in my notes what she said, but she's saying that a lot of guys view her as masculine. That's not good. Are you?
We don't hug. We yo.
You don't spud. Exactly.
We spud with a twist.
Unless she is maybe bi or gay or whatever. But
what does that have to do with that?
I'm just saying that why would a man want to date? Okay, why would a heterosexual man want to date another man?
Let's do the woman.
A woman.
Okay, what do women do? Women go into their alternate universe, the reality, right? My truth. Let's go into that, their matrix for a second, right? Let's say a man chose to have the hope strategy, then he took a woman like this on. The problem with that is this: she might be a nice person.
No one's saying,
but
but
there's gonna be a power struggle.
Yes, definitely.
There's gonna be a woman that doesn't know how to close her mouth. There's gonna be a woman that's combative. Listen, you're gonna be bumping head. You're gonna be bumping heads.
Bumping balls, bumping everything.
No, you're bumping heads. She don't have no balls. She feels that way. Exactly. That's not the case. But when you hear that loud bang in the night, suddenly she's feminine now. But she's a modern woman. But she expects a traditional man, even though she feels masculine. This is why I emphasize therapy is needed in the community.
Definitely.
You feel that you got some chicks who walk up to a man and want to fight a dude knowing he has more force than you. What's your thoughts on that?
Listen, I don't know why women do that as well. I don't personally get it, but okay. Yeah, why would a man should men put up with masculine women, date them, wifey them?
But what man would do that? Low vibrational men that those women don't even want anyway.
Exactly. Why would you, like I said, why would you want to do that? Why would men want to do that unless his swings on the other side? He's not going to want to do that. So if her ending goal is she wants to settle down with a
heterosexual man,
yes. If she wants to settle down, then she's going about it the wrong way. She needs all sorts of help to sort herself out to get back into her femininity, because now
why? But the thing is, you say get back like they were there already. They never was there in the first place. This is what feminism has done. This is what the baby boomers have done, lied to you. This is what the Gen X has done, because T-Boss, which is in the clip, and those other women, they're Gen Xers, right? So then imagine their daughters, their offspring, right? You have women today saying this, right? Oh, I'm a bitch because I'm a Scorpion, or whatever zodiac sign they are. Why don't you just admit that you're a bitch? Yeah. You're rude. Why don't you just admit that you got bad behavior? It's not down to your zodiac sign, but they excuse it because you're masculine. I want to be in charge. In charge of what?
I don't know. Everything, I guess.
So then if we go out on a date, who should pay on the date?
She ain't paying.
People put in the comments, who should pay on the date?
She ain't paying.
So people's going to put in the comments who they think should pay on the date, right? But we all know, as masculine as she may be, whatever degree she got, whatever money she got, I can't spend it. A man can't spend it. So then you expect me, if we go on that date, to pay.
Yeah.
But I'm supposed to be traditional and you're masculine and a modern woman. Do you see how that mix does not work?
It doesn't work.
But you want me to defend your honor like Will Smith did with Jada Pinkett. You expect me to do that, right? But if you're a G, because you wanted to man them now, because you're so masculine, why don't you go handle that? You know what? Better still, let me sit back. Any beef that I'm in, yo, my chick will handle that. We know, so you might walk up to that trouble situation. Listen, they're gonna bat you away like a fly, man. Stop it. But you feel that way.
That's feelings, exactly. It's feelings based.
Feeling
It's
and
not
reality is very different.
Exactly. Come on, man. We have to have more common sense. You know, common sense is not common, but we need to have more of it. You know, like, do black women have contempt for black men?
That's a no-brainer.
It is a no-brainer.
Put in the comments, what do you think?
A lot of black women look at black men as sort of disgusting and underneath them.
I think they view us the same way that slave owners viewed us when we were slaves. Not that any of us were ever slaves.
No.
But it's funny that mentality passes down the generations.
It does.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. For some reason, I just feel that kind of plays a part in her masculinity.
See, I don't want to. Look, okay, we're not targeting T-Boss. We're not targeting those women in the clip. It's the conversation, and it's funny that women speaking like this today is normal, right? Women got triggered from Cam Newton's comments, right? I think only masculine women get offended by that.
Yeah.
Because men, before Cam Newton said that, what he said, men have been saying that for years. Before the whole Kevin Samuels, before any red pill, before any manosphere, sector, men have been saying what they want, what they don't like. When we say, here's our preference, it's shaming, it's misogyny. When women say, here's my standards, it's a preference. We've been saying what we say for years.
I know.
And this whole feminist culture, what I love about it for me is this. I agree with equality. Women should be able to, get equal to men if you perform.
Yes.
Right? But then you realize that a lot of feminists use that whole culture as, to hate men for no reason.
If you used to ask them, why do you even hate men? I don't think they
don't
even
know why. But the very same men, look at Ukraine and Russia, right? Those women leaving their men back to fight. Despite they don't want to leave their men, they still is like, hey, I'm hightailing it out of here. They don't mind that because those men got to stay and fight. So
at the same point,
the very society that we build for you, you don't mind when we're building it for you. When it's time for war, oh, now you want to make the sandwiches. Just saying.
Yes. Well, yeah. We done a podcast on what was it called? Oh gosh, I'm gonna link it in the description. I've forgotten. But it was in regards to, women being at war.
Well, the soldier
do they
woman.
have a place? Yeah. Do they have a place in war?
Okay.
Do women?
Yeah.
Or is it a thing for the men?
Yeah.
But just like with T-Boss, I'm not saying her in particular, but women like her because she's very masculine.
Yeah, we're referring to the clip.
Will feel like, she's like, yeah, man, I can do that because she's very masculine. She thinks in a masculine way. Doesn't mean that you're able to do that job.
Yeah.
But
does it not take a feminine woman to even be submissive? And I know when I just said submissive to masculine women,
slave,
I just said slavery. Why should a man that I give my womb to, why should I feel like I'm beneath him? Because I think when you say to some women, why does slavery bother you so much? And I think a lot of women, stop me if I'm wrong, put in the comments, guys. I think a lot of women are like, it makes me feel like I'm beneath a man. But then when you come into relationships, you already come in with one foot in and one foot out. You already look at men with a contempt. You already look at a man and say, I'm better. You watch too much Disney and there's too much social media and society. And I think a lot of women think, oh, because a lot of men want to sleep with me, they want to be with me.
No.
So then that's what makes them also make poor choices. There's a series of things, but I'm just pointing out a couple. Again, it's the conversation. And I'd like people to put some of their thoughts in the comments.
Yeah.
Why do you think, for example, our women are so masculine? They think they sound cute. Why do our women glorify being single mothers? I'm not just particularly saying black women, but I'm highlighting it on that sense.
Yeah.
I'm just adding a few things. What do you want to add?
I want to add being in that masculine frame. Where is it getting you? Now, everyone has their own ending, as in where they want to go in life, what they want out of life. Some want to be married, some don't. Some want children, some don't. It depends on where you want to be. But for the ladies that want men and to have a family and to have that protection and everything else that comes with having a man.
Yeah.
If you are in your masculine, then how are you going to attract a man to even get anything from a man?
Okay. That sounds like a, I don't know if people are familiar with Star Wars. That was a Yoda. You done a Yoda where you just drop something and they were like, oh, what does she mean? I get where you're going with that. That didn't go over my head. I get it.
Okay, hope not.
No, I got it. You know, so some things that we might say, it might be a Yoda moment. And it might be like, what? You know, you say things backwards, like kind of like Twin Peaks. I might be showing my age a little bit. But I'm just saying it's true. Are you getting the outcomes that you want based on your actions? Now, for me, I'll say this. I'll give a bit of free game before I close out. Fellas, and I'll say to the women also, if you got sons, would you want your sons to date women that you heard in that lot in the second clip, even in the first clip, any of the clips we played today? Would you want your sons to date women with that kind of mentality? And I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm not targeting these women in these particular clips, right? But then there's a lot of work that your son will have to deal with.
Yep.
He might be a great guy and she might turn around and say, I'd rather die on the street. Or she might think it's cute to be combative, masculine, when he's just trying to be the leader of the household, man. How Fantasia say, the man's the head of the household and she's the neck. But those women want to be the whole body and you be the attack dog. I'm just saying, that's just food for thought. You know, maybe that was my Yoda moment. But what I'm saying is this, right? If you end up with a woman that has that kind of mentality, run. Because in my notes, the time you waste, the cost, the trouble, the threat is usually not worth it. Yeah. And listening to that, red flags waving. That's just my thoughts. What do you want to add? Let's close out. Give your Jerry Springer final thoughts.
These are my final thoughts. I don't have any final thoughts. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is, man. Don't get triggered. Join the conversation. Let us know what you guys think. Thanks for listening. It is what it is. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.
Peace.